From the heart of the Midwest in Kansas City, Missouri, we are live at the Ameristar Casino for Shamrock Fighting Championships, where tonight it's a card stacked from top to bottom. We've got heavyweights looking to land the big punches and the best in MMA action in the Midwest as we bring you Shamrock FC 294. Good evening, I am Jeremy Johnson, and tonight, along with my partner Kevin Engel. Kevin, a lot of heavyweights looking to throw a lot of big hands tonight.
I love to watch the heavyweights. Do not blink. We can have a knockout at any point.
Absolutely. Now let me bring in Shamrock FC President Jesse Vinny. Jesse, a stack card from top to bottom and a lot of big boys tonight.
Absolutely, Jeremy. If you're talking about the heavyweights, you never look for 15 minutes of boredom. You're looking for one-hitter quitters, and I think tonight's the night.
It will be, and it could be in our main event this evening, which will feature Matt Udi. He'll be taking on Scott Huff.
Scott Huff, the Taekwondo black belt, he told us 40 is the new 20. He thinks his experience is going to carry him through the night.
Matt Udi looking to make a statement and work his way up the heavyweight ranks tonight.
Matt Udi is a tremendous athlete. He's one of these guys, he's got one-hitter quitter power in both hands. Tonight he says he's going to make short work of Scott.
Now, in our co-main event this evening, it will feature Kalen Bourne. He'll be taking on Chris Petty.
Chris Petty is coming off a huge win. He took this fight on short notice, but he's always training. He said he is in shape, ready for a win tonight.
Then the judo black belt, Kalen Bourne, he's ready to take out Chris Petty.
Chris Petty did take this fight on short notice, but Kalen Bourne is a cardio machine. And tonight, I think the cardio will come through.
It's time. Shamrock FC 294. Let me send it up to the cage to Stephen Baer to kick us off.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, fighting out of the blue corner this evening, he stands 5 feet 5 inches tall. He weighs in at 135.8 pounds. Fighting out of Mexico City, Mexico, Cesar Morales! His opponent tonight, fighting from across the cage out of the red corner this evening. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighs in at 124.8 pounds. Fighting out of Lee Summit, Missouri, Chaz Calvert!
Referee Mike Anglin has the call for this 3-round contest. Cesar Morales in the blue tape, Chaz Calvert in the red. Let's see how well Chaz Calvert deals with the Mexican boxing style here out of Cesar Morales. Quick touch of the gloves. Big leg kick there out of Calvert.
Calvert seems to have a style with both hands down.
It's an interesting style, may not be the best one though.
Yeah, both guys coming out real herky-jerky. A lot of nervous energy, it looks like, so far in this fight.
Big leg kick there out of Calvert, but Morales makes him eat it.
Yeah, both guys are firing off in the clinch.
Calvert going Taekwondo on us.
Yeah, again, both hands down. Very dangerous way to fight in the cage.
He may have told me he was a wrestler, but boy, he's got some kind of traditional karate Taekwondo style to him.
Nice knee out of Morales. That was a good left knee to the body out of Morales that hurt Calvert.
Oh, little low there out of Morales. Now, Chaz Calvert will get 5 minutes for the low blow. Always tough when you take one below.
Yeah, these guys are both going pretty hard. Again, pretty herky-jerky. They're a little wild thus far in the fight, so that's bound to happen.
You know, even with the good technologies out there, the guys at like Diamond MMA, as we go to our TGS instant replay here, straight up and underneath, not a fun one to take.
Yeah, looks like Calvert was kicking with his right leg, a right leg front kick, and Morales was looking for the left leg round kick.
Yeah. Again, a lot of good technology out there, though, for these. Sometimes you just can't help it. back into the action. Let's see how much that slows down Calvert. Again, nice low kicks there. Out of Morales, eats a big one.
Good knees to the body out of Morales. Again, just pushing Calvert to the fence. Very nice
defense.
This has been a back and forth fight so far.
Never good to put your hands on your knees in the first round. That's a tough one to deal with here. Calvert trying to push forward, but both of them just threw absolute tough hands. 1 minute remaining here in the first round.
Yeah, Morales is just pushing, pushing, pushing. And another beautiful sprawl by Morales.
Takes the back. Morales
like
trying to
the chin.
He's trying to sink in that rear naked choke.
He has no hooks in though.
At all.
Very high on the back.
Oh, but he does it anyway with 30 seconds left in the second round. Cesar Morales taps out Chaz Calvert with a no hooks in rear naked choke.
You know, they call that a bulldog choke. You know, he got behind him, sunk it in, decided not to get the hooks in, and still finished the bulldog choke. Beautiful job by Cesar Morales.
As we go to our TGS instant replay, again, takes the back, does not get the hooks in, almost goes straight out there. Look at that, right there. Pulls it over, finishes it with the tap over Chaz Calvert. And the sombrero has come out. You gotta love a good sombrero in the cage. You have to.
That is a big old sombrero.
Let's send it up to the cage to Stephen Bear to give us our results.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout ends 2 minutes and 27 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by rear naked choke out of the blue corner, Cesar Morales! Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, fighting out of the blue corner this evening, he stands 6 feet 1 inches tall. He weighs in at 154.8 pounds. Fighting out of Eldon, Missouri, Garrett Webb. His opponent tonight, fighting from across the cage out of the red corner this evening. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. He weighs in at 155.2 pounds. Fighting out of Blue Springs, Missouri, Mike Breeden.
Referee Mike Anglin has the call for this contest. Now, I was backstage talking to James Krause and L.C. Davis. L.C. Davis told me, don't blink, this Mike Breeden kid's for real. But he has a very, very tough competitor here in Garrett Wells. Garrett Wells in the blue tape, Mike Breeden in the red for this 3-round contest at the Shamrock FC lightweight division. Nice leg kick there out of Breeden.
Breeden doing a lot of pawing with his jab hand, not really trying to land it.
Again, good leg kick coming out of Breeden.
And Wells is going to want to start checking that leg kick.
Breeden is almost toying with him with the little 1-2s there.
Yeah, looks like he's trying to distract him with the hand to try and land that rear leg round kick.
Good head movement out of Breeden.
Breeden looks
but he eats one. He's hurt, ladies and gentlemen. Garrett Wells pushing tight.
Breeden is very relaxed in there.
Even being on his horse there a bit, he still remains very calm. Those leg kicks are really starting to make Wells move. Oh, that was a tough right hand there out of Breeden.
And
but
right
Wells
hand
answers,
from Wells.
Answers him right back.
Nice combo, beautiful counter. I think Breeden hurt Wells with the hands.
Slips there. Wells survives, shoots for a takedown, cannot get it.
Yeah, I don't think Wells liked those shots that got landed from Breeden.
Nice inside leg kick out of Wells, goes up top. Again, Breeden paws away the shot to throw his own, parrying that jab.
Breeden doing it.
Opening up. A sloppy takedown attempt there out of Wells.
Yeah, from way too far away. Breeden is doing a good job of closing the distance and making Wells uncomfortable. This pressure of Breeden, the slow pressure, is what got Wells to take that sloppy takedown earlier.
Wells has got to start checking some of those leg kicks. He has eaten every one of them so far.
Yeah, Breeden's not throwing them to the thigh, he's throwing them right at the calf of Wells. And a big right hand from Wells, right as Breeden is throwing that round kick to the calf. And a return right hand out of Breeden. This is
beautiful display of boxing here coming out of Breeden.
Another big right hand.
He's rocked him on the cage. He's looking to finish. Wells shoots for the takedown. Still 2 minutes. Wells doesn't move.
Wells is hurt. These right hands are hurting Wells.
Big elbows there coming out of Breeden.
Wells, you need to move. The referee looks like he's about to stop it.
What a display out of Mike Breeden. I tell you, James Krause and L.C. Davis told me, he says, don't blink on this kid. He's the next big thing.
Yeah, I think there's a cut over the eye of Wells from those elbows of Breeden. Wells was just covering up. They tell you in every fighter's rules meeting before, you have to intelligently defend yourself. If you're just covering up and getting hit, that is not intelligently defending yourself.
As we go to our TGS instant replay, huge hands there coming out of Breeden, just absolutely teeing off here on Garrett Wells. Then those big elbows start flying.
Yeah, Breeden was overwhelming Wells with his hand speed. Then he comes right back after the failed takedown attempt from Wells and starts blasting Wells with huge elbows, which cause a pretty good cut on the face of Wells. The referee had no choice but to stop the fight because Wells was not defending himself from the strikes of Breeden.
But that is some royalty in his corner there. James Krause, Megan Anderson, and L.C. Davis. What fights? Let's send it up to the cage to Stephen Baird to give us our final result.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout has ended. 3 minutes and 10 seconds of the first round. Your winner by TKO out of the red corner, Mike Breeden.
Mike Breeden takes the win here in the Shamrock FC cage. Huge elbows to finish off that fight. Referee Mike Anglin had no choice but to stop this contest.
Yeah, and I think it was the stellar boxing of Breeden that really got Wells into trouble, and he finished it off with very nice elbows on a very defensive Wells.
What a way to kick off the main card. We'll be right back with more Shamrock FC at 294.
Kansas City, if you came for a knockout tonight, let me hear a KO. Tonight, fighting out of the blue corner this evening, he stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighs in at 155.2 pounds. Fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, Dean Barry. His opponent tonight, fighting from across the cage out of the red corner this evening. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighs in at 153 pounds. Fighting out of Lawrence, Kansas, Thomas Thatcher.
Referee Mike Anglin has the call for this contest. Literally, the buzz about this fight has been absolutely electric. The fans here are on their feet.
You know,
Dean Barry gives them a yell.
The one thing I want to note, Jeremy, is that Thatcher has never been shy about standing up and fighting with anybody, but I definitely think he wants to get this fight to the mat as soon as possible.
Opens up with a heavy-handed shot is Thatcher. Looks for that takedown, very smart on his part.
Yeah, good job by Thatcher to get a takedown, and an excellent job by Barry to get up immediately. Definitely been working on his takedown defense and using the cage to get up.
He rocked Thatcher with that shot. He's teeing off. Thatcher is in big trouble.
Thatcher is desperate for that takedown.
He is getting eaten alive on the cage there. Gets back, maintains his composure. Look at how Barry keeping his hands low. Huge hands.
What Barry needs to be careful is to not get over aggressive and give an easy takedown to Thatcher in the middle of the cage.
Quick work, they're coming out of Thatcher. Missed though on Barry. Barry looking, oh, big straight right one down the pipe. Again, nice dump there though coming out of Thatcher. Steps over into mount. How will Barry take this?
Just as I said, Barry got a little over aggressive with his strikes and gave Thatcher an easy takedown.
Oh, big elbow there coming from Thatcher.
Thatcher needs to watch the 12-6 elbow. They're looking for a heel hook as Barry.
Oh, goodness. Look at the submission coming out of the kickboxer.
Thatcher now Barry is on top.
Oh my goodness, ties up that leg. Steps over to mount himself. Barry running down everything he's got on Thatcher.
Thatcher needs a shrimp. He can get back to half guard very easily.
Dean Barry just makes a statement in the Shamrock FC cage, showing that not only is that kickboxing power there, but he's got a ground game as well.
Absolutely, Barry did a great job of using the heel hook almost more as a sweep to end up on top. Got to mount and finish the fight.
Beautiful work there by Dean Barry, as the fans here, as I said, are absolutely on their feet for him. He told me he's got a ton of them watching in Ireland. As we go to our TGS instant replay after that heel hook sweep, gets up on top, starts dropping those elbows. Mike Anglin right on top of the action here.
Yeah, just relentless was Barry, and eventually gave Mike England no choice but to jump in and stop the fight.
So let's send it up to the cage to Stephen Bayer for our final results on this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout has ended. 2 minutes and 6 seconds of the first round. Your winner by TKO out of the blue corner, Dean Barry. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, fighting out of the blue corner this evening, he stands 6 feet tall. He weighs in at 240.8 pounds. Fighting out of Cassville, Missouri, Jesse Beck. His opponent tonight, fighting from across the cage out of the red corner this evening. He stands 6 feet 5 inches tall. He weighs in at 263 pounds. Fighting out of Lenexa, Kansas, Anthony Garrett.
Referee Mike Anglin has the call for this 3-round heavyweight contest. Anthony Garrett in the red tape, Jesse Beck in the blue. Again, the big boy's gonna throw. Jesse Beck comes out flying.
Yeah, Jesse Beck initiated the clinch there, threw a big right hand, got right into the clinch. Looks like he's the one that put Garrett on his back. See how Garrett deals with being on his back.
Jesse Beck is almost stone-faced here as Garrett is trying to get this fight to the ground.
Yeah, Garrett looking for an ankle pick on the right leg of Beck.
It's exactly what he ended up doing to Bo Kuntz and gets it right there too. He's just so big and strong in that position.
Yeah, he is big and strong. It's tough to defend that takedown, and he's a load when he's on top of you. He's very difficult to get off.
Tying up is Anthony Garrett here. Jesse Beck trying to mount something here in the half guard position. But again, Beck very calm, a very seasoned veteran of the sport. Anthony Garrett only having 3 professional fights to his career so far.
Yeah, Beck's gonna want to get the underhook with his left arm on the bottom. Right now he has an overhook, he needs the underhook.
And this is an incredibly large individual, cutting to make the weight limit of 265 pounds in Anthony Garrett.
Yeah, Garrett's so big, he's working for a crucifix from the half guard position.
Whereas Jesse Beck fought in 3 different weight classes, from 185 to 205 up to heavyweight and all in between.
Momentarily, Garrett was looking for the Kimura on the left arm of Beck, but had to give that up. Beck still needs to get the underhook with his left arm. Can't do much from this overhook position right now.
And Garrett is just happy to sit here in half guard and keep beating. This round so far, as 2 minutes are done, 3 minutes remaining, has been all Anthony Garrett.
Garrett's using his left elbow to push down the face of Beck. He needs to start using that left elbow to strike. He can post up with the hand and slide that elbow right down into a nice strike.
Yeah, almost a cutting motion. Again, looking for that crucifix position from half guard. That's a tall individual.
Yeah, it just shows the size differential. If Garrett can actually get to a crucifix position from Beck's half guard.
Beck trying to bump his hips here, tells Mike Anglin, I'm fine. Fighting the hands of Anthony Garrett. But Garrett is just absolutely using that head pressure, looking for a potential choke. Almost looking for the Von Flue type there from the shoulder, and finishes this fight.
Yeah, it looked like he got him with an arm triangle. It looked like Garrett was working for the arm triangle. Normally you need to get out of the half guard and to the opposite side. Garrett had the strength to finish it from the half guard of Jesse Beck.
That is a scary individual who just put a stamp on the heavyweight division. As we go to our TGS instant replay, we see that lockup. He drops that shoulder down, and there is nothing that Jesse Beck can do from that position.
Yeah, you know, I was actually a little incorrect. I thought he finished it with an arm triangle. I think Garrett just muscled his shoulder into the throat of Beck, and his strength and size got him the finish.
Yeah, that weird Jason Von Flue thing. Crazy stuff. As we go here, let's send it up to the cage to Stephen Bayer for our final results.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout has ended 2 minutes and 51 seconds of the first round. Your winner by tap out due to arm triangle choke. Give it up
Anthony Garrett taking the win here, again moving his record to 3-1 in the world of MMA. Definitely a beautiful showing. He has to be thinking that this has got to put him close to the contention there for that Shamrock FC title shot.
Yeah, he's 3-1 right now in the Shamrock FC cage. Definitely putting him in line for a title shot very, very soon.
More action coming up is next. It is our co-main event of the evening. Kalen Bourne taking on Chris Petty, and we'll be right back right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, fighting out of the blue corner this evening. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighs in at 171.4 pounds. Fighting out of St. Grove, Missouri, Chris Petty. His opponent tonight, fighting from across the cage out of the red corner this evening. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighs in at 174.2 pounds. Fighting out of Kansas City, Kansas, Kalen Bourne.
Referee Mike England has the call for our co-main event tonight. Chris Petty in the blue tape, Kalen Bourne in the red tape. 3 rounds in this catch weight bout. Here we go. No touch of the gloves. Petty opens up with a front kick. Nice right hands though coming out of Bourne.
Both fighters coming out of the southpaw stance.
Which is something as a fighter, it's hard to find another southpaw to go against sometimes.
Absolutely, a nice check right hook from Petty moments ago.
Bourne throwing big hands. Both fighters very relaxed. Big slip. Attempt to pass here is Kalen Bourne.
We're going to half guard no matter what. Going to half guard no matter what.
Kalen Bourne happy to get to that half guard position to try to rain some damage here.
Yeah, Kalen Bourne has control of the half guard position at the moment because he has the underhook. His right arm is under the left arm of Petty. That's a control position from this half guard spot.
Bourne momentarily trying to pass into mount, goes ahead and stays in this half guard position. Nice knee to the body, perfectly legal on the ground.
No, stay in half guard. Hey, don't pass. This is fine.
Bourne's corner is yelling at him to stay in half guard. They said don't pass. You know, myself, I love to be in the half guard position. I'd rather be in half guard than full guard any day.
It's much easier to rain down the punches from whatever side that you're being held to.
100%. I think sometimes it's a tough position to escape from, especially if you're controlling the underhook like Kalen Bourne is.
Bourne working that over-under position here from the half guard. This is not where Chris Petty wants to be.
Yeah, Bourne's using his form to try and create a little space. He needs to get a little distance, he needs to posture a bit to create any power on any strikes.
Pressure has Kalen Bourne here on top, working that half guard. Again, pressing down, lands a nice elbow to the body here of Chris Petty. Halfway through round one.
Yeah, Bourne is controlling the round so far, but he's not done a ton of damage from this position.
But he is winning on the judges' scorecards because of the positional control. Little slaps there, little elbow.
Now Petty has the underhook position, but he's not using it. Petty needs to be on his right hip, and he could escape this position.
Let's go.
Those elbows are tough. They're into the ear of Chris Petty.
Oh, I love it. Get your arm back. No, here comes an explosion. Here comes an explosion. Establish this again. Nice. Nice.
Again, Bourne heavy pressure with that shoulder, not allowing any space for Chris Petty to work. Good display here, trying to get that, looks to get that shoulder potentially under the chin there.
Yeah, momentarily he was looking for kind of the same choke Anthony Garrett just won with. I don't think that's going to work on Chris Petty. Bourne doesn't have the size advantage that Garrett did earlier.
Oh!
Apparently I spoke too soon.
A good submission there coming out of Kalen Bourne. But huge props there to Chris Petty for taking this fight on short notice. As we go to our TGS instant replay here, Kevin, talk us through it.
Well, I can't really see. I feel like Bourne got the right forearm across and almost did a variation of like a gi cross choke and choked Petty with his right forearm.
Almost like an Ezekiel type over the top.
Exactly like an Ezekiel choke, but without the gi on.
Yes, which is a very hard choke to finish in the world of mixed martial arts.
Very difficult, very awkward, and I'm guessing Petty had never seen somebody try that in a no-gi situation. He might not have even known what Bourne was trying to do there.
Very sneaky from the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu purple belt of Kalen Bourne. Beautiful technique to finish our co-main event here at Shamrock FC 294. But Kevin, we still got a main event tonight of huge heavyweights who are gonna throw down in Scott Huff taking on Matt Yundi.
I can't wait for this heavyweight fight, and fireworks are gonna fly.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget the after-fight party at the Amera Sports Bar immediately following this event. Ladies and gentlemen, this bout has ended 3 minutes and 38 seconds of the first round. Your winner by tap out due to Ezekiel choke out of the red corner, Kalen Bourne!
Kalen Bourne moves his undefeated record to 3-0 in the world of mixed martial arts. A huge win with a very impressive technique to finish that fight.
That was a slick little choke out of Kalen Bourne. Definitely something you don't see every day in MMA.
But coming up next, it is our main event of the evening as Matt Yundi takes on Scott Huff right here at Shamrock FC 294.
Kansas City, you came for a knockout tonight. Let me hear a KO. This is our main event of the evening. Tonight, fighting out of the blue corner, he stands 6 feet 1 inches tall. He weighs in at 252 pounds. Fighting out of Omaha, Nebraska, Scott Hughes. His opponent tonight, fighting out of the red corner this evening. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighs in at 250.2 pounds. Fighting out of Olathe, Kansas, Matt Udy.
Referee Mike Anglin has the call for this 3-round contest in the Shamrock FC heavyweight division. Matt Udy in the red tape, Scott Huff in the blue. Both of these fighters have knockout power in both hands.
Absolutely. Do not blink, ladies and gentlemen. This one could be quick. Don't know who's going to win.
Matt Udy first takes the center of the cage. Again, both these guys very seasoned veterans. Oh, nice right hand out of Huff, though. Big shots from Udy, eats a knee.
Use your head, there you go. Use your head, control. Set it up.
Shoulder pressure here coming out of Udy. Nice elbow over the top. Huff breaks away, though.
Yeah, I think both these guys are happy to stand on the outside and bang it out.
Nice front kick there coming out of Udy. But Huff is making him jerk with it. There's that Taekwondo coming out with a kick to the thigh.
Yeah, very nice catch and strike out of Huff.
Udy working an overhook position on one side.
It's a pretty neutral position like they were in earlier. Look for either fighter to try and break out, create a little space so they can start striking.
Both fighters separate. Nice again, kick to the leg there coming out of Udy. Both fighters very, very relaxed.
Yeah, both guys are smart. They're taking their time, not trying to make a mistake that could end the fight.
Nice straight kick there coming out of Huff. Both fighters just kind of measuring out here. A lot of feeling out period here in this first round.
Yeah, again, both guys trying to land strikes, but trying not to put themselves in a dangerous position.
Jeremy Johnson, along with my partner Kevin Engel, live from Ameristar Casino in Kansas City, Missouri here. Our main event, Scott Huff taking on Matt Udy. Both of them starting to throw some hands. Nice pressure against the cage again is Udy. Huff works to get that position reversed, though, halfway through the first round.
This is a big position where either guy is leaning on the other guy, making them carry their weight. Very exhausting. These are heavyweights. You know, it's a lot of weight they're putting on each other.
Big takedown there coming from Udy.
Very nice trip from Udy in the half guard of Huff.
Nice pressure here on top in half guard is Udy.
Very good coaching out of the corner of Huff, telling him exactly what to do. Don't hold on to the head, look for the underhook with your left arm. He hasn't listened yet, but it's very good coaching out of his corner.
But this is a very tiring position here for Huff on the bottom.
Yeah, he's carrying all the weight of Udy. Udy's just laying chest to chest on Huff, driving his forearm right into his throat. Scott
Huff trying to get that underhook from the bottom. But again, nice shoulder pressure here coming out of Udi as we are down to just over 1 minute remaining here in the first round of this 3-round contest.
There's been a lot of control and pressure out of Udi from this position. Not a lot of fight-ending strikes thus far.
But this is definitive control here coming out of Udi on the top position. Nice elbow. 40 seconds remaining here in this contest. Excuse me, this first round.
Good job by Huff to get right back to full
Nice
guard.
work there by Huff. 30 seconds in round 1.
Breathe, Matt. Breathe. 20 seconds. 20 seconds, Matt. Breathe.
This, though, has got to be exhausting for both fighters.
Absolutely. Again, heavyweights aren't generally known for their cardio. This might be a war of attrition to see which fighter can last longer in the later rounds of this fight.
10 seconds there. Udi ends that fight in half guard on top. How do you see that first round?
You know, with the takedown and the control, pretty easy round for Udi. I think it was very close until Udi landed that takedown. Very close in the stand-up, but for sure, 1 round to nothing for Matt Udi.
Now both these fighters breathing pretty heavy in the corners. If you're in the corner here of Matt Udi, what does he have to do to finish this?
I mean, he needs it. You know, as we see in our replay here, these guys traded a lot of shots in the stand-up. Whichever guy is going to be more relaxed there, it only takes 1 shot in the stand-up to end this fight or change the fight drastically.
Big thank you to TGS for that instant replay here tonight. Second round in this 3-round contest.
Here we go! Let's get it fired up! Let's make some noise!
Again, both fighters coming out seem to be pretty fresh back again here. Huff still doing a good job jumping around, but Udi takes the center of the cage. Leg kick coming out of Huff.
Yeah, checked by Udi though. Huff needs to throw his hands before he throws that leg kick if he wants to land it.
Big elbow coming from Udi that just sprayed sweat all over everything.
Yeah, both guys exchanging knees in tight quarters here. Huff wants to be careful not to get tripped again and end up on his back for the rest of the round.
This takes a toll on both fighters, but Scott Huff has got to carry the weight of Matt Udi in the corner.
Yeah, Udi's doing a good job of using his head to try and control the position.
Nice knees from the clench.
Double underhooks for Huff.
Big ones. Oh, nice hands landed. Little back fist coming from Huff. Answered.
Spinning back fist out of Udi.
Udi trying to track and
Big
drops
right hand
him.
that hurt Huff. That was a straight right cross out of Matt Udi.
But now Udi has got to make sure he doesn't punch himself out.
Yeah, Huff defending well.
It looks like that shot landed in the eye of Scott Huff, who keeps covering it up.
He is
Mike
hurt.
Anglin on top calls that fight.
That last big elbow hurt Huff.
That was a big shot by Matt Udi. Big elbows there.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see in our replay.
As we go to our TGS instant replay here again, body shot after body shot. Nice.
That crisp, short, straight right hand landed right on the nose and chin of Huff. Dropped him, and Udi didn't relent the pressure after he dropped him. Went for the kill, and finally gets it with the elbows coming up here out of the half guard position.
Those are some dangerous elbows to take right there from that position. Referee Mike Anglin had no choice but to stop that fight. The crowd on its feet for Matt Udi. Kevin, that's a specimen for 41 years old.
Yeah, that is a big guy in good shape. You know, his cardio lasted. landed the big strike. Like we said, which guy was going to land the big strike first? Udi was really coming on, landing a barrage of punches, and then that big straight right hand dropped Huff, and Udi never looked back. He got the excellent finish with the elbows.
Beautiful fight. So let's send it up to the cage to Stephen Bear to cap off our main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout has ended 1 minute and 34 seconds of the second round. Your winner by TKO due to strikes out of the blue corner, Matt Udi!
Matt Udi makes a statement here in the Shamrock FC cage. Again, that heavyweight title could be on the line soon for him. That was a good performance in that fight.
Absolutely, I think that put him right in line for the heavyweight title.
Beautiful fights tonight here at Shamrock FC 294. Kevin, what a great card.
Great card, you gotta love to see the heavyweights. A lot of knockouts, a lot of finishes.
It was a beautiful night. Jeremy Johnson along with my partner Kevin Engel, thank you for joining us tonight right here for Shamrock Fighting Championships. What an amazing night of fights here at Shamrock FC 294. Our co-main event, Kalen Bourne taking out Chris Petty with an Ezekiel choke, which you don't see a lot in the world of MMA.
Yeah, I mean, I've very seldom ever seen somebody finish a professional MMA fight with an Ezekiel choke. That is a gi choke.
Now, Kalen Bourne maintains a perfect 3-0 record here in the cage. Where does that put him in the Shamrock FC welterweight division?
I think he's got to step. We're going to step him up a little bit in his competition-wise. And I also look at it like Kalen Bourne actually had 3 opponents in the last week. That's something to be said for someone like as tough as Chris Petty. Chris Petty coming in on a couple days' notice. I thought Chris Petty, if it was me, I thought Chris Petty was going to take him down and not wrestle him the whole time, and I was completely wrong.
Absolutely. Then in our main event this evening, we saw the very tough Matt Udi taking out Scott Huff.
Matt Udi landed a huge straight right hand to the chin and dropped Scott Huff. He didn't look back. He threw elbow after elbow to get the finish.
Yeah. Big heavyweights threw down in our main event tonight, Jesse.
He smelled blood and he went after it. I mean, that's at the end of the day. You got guys 265 pounds that hit like trucks. And someone like Mr. Hume, who is a super tough guy, but you also got Matt Udi, who's a great athlete that has lead in his hands, and he showed it tonight.
It was an amazing night of fights here at Shamrock FC 294, and we'll see you next time right here at Shamrock Fighting Championships.